It's time for Welsh language music to start conquering the world, and I'm here to show you why by running to Papur Wal and an album, Amser Mynd Adra. The keys are in the ignition, the engine sparks into life, but jazz chords rip the rubber off the tyres. This friction on the wheels throwing sparks high up into the sky all over this song. The snappy snare is soothed as cod liver oil pours out of a trumpet. The song begins to loosen up and the guitar solo smells like freshly cut grass as you speed along the A470 in a sidecar. It's a song which seems to hesitate and then sets itself free like a canary smashing through its cage by the croc section in Foot Locker. The backing vocals sound like pit stop mechanics burning their hands on red hot alloys. Oh god. Second song, Arthur rides this polished chord progression like a kayak going around a supermarket. There's so much sunshine in this song, and it's sung in Welsh and English, and there's got these vocal harmonies that pop up like nesting dolls, like friendly nesting dolls. Each voice is like a cufflink handshake for your ears. Arthur ends with sparkle horse levels of distortion, which then get scattered by the leaf blowing force of Meddwl am Hir. Oh, this is a great running song. I can't really see where I'm going. And the song has opened up. It feels like a fountain in the middle of a forest now. There's a perfect mix of effortless punk in that song. Oh, I'm gonna fall. Right? Andrea Avi is a beautiful song. It's full of loose jewellery percussion and spider web delicate acoustic guitars. It then finishes with a minute or so of the finest psychedelic rock out possible. It makes me think this is what the White Album by the Beatles would have sounded like if they were high on cornetos instead of spirituality. This whole song seems to cool you like a brand new parasol. Ah yes, it's time to leave the shade and bask in the glorious sunshine of Hael Chwefro. If this song soundtracked holiday adverts, I'd laminate my passport and wear it around my neck. This song is amazing. While I catch glimpses of influences this band defy being pinned down, they are very unique indeed. What am I doing? They have the ability to write a song which musically is so bold and colourful, but they still manage to get these big choruses, these big hooks in there, and it doesn't feel forced. It feels totally natural. I get the feeling that if a lot of other bands tried to put vocal hooks like these into a song like this, the rest of the music would kind of be ripped apart like rice paper. This band, all their strengths are evenly distributed. That's what it feels like to me. Let me try and explain that again, because I think it's integral to what makes this band so good. So sonically they create something as exciting and far out as maybe like a Chemical Brothers track, for example, and they don't rely on a guest vocalist to complete it because they have like enough talent vocally within the band. It's perfect. Everything just sits so well together. The band reminds me of both Paul McCartney and Pavement in that they can create a simple catchy song, but it sounds complicated and out of this world, and then on the same album they can give you something which is experimental and out there, but you process it as a listener as a really catchy pop song. That is such a hard thing to do. I think a lot of that is down I'm hurting myself a lot in this run. I think a lot of that is down to the fact with how effortlessly this band plays with melody, and there's a lot of freeness and self-expression in the playing as well. I've said the word free again there, but this album just feels totally free. I have no idea, but this album reminds me of the fact that some comets release a sugar compound into space. I don't know, in a world which feels increasingly terrifying and fierce, it's so nice to have something like this. You can put your headphones on, close your eyes and imagine the whole universe tasting as sweet as dandelion and burdock. This last song is so beautiful. It makes me want to go run through that field of buttercups. Let's go. So there you have it. That's my running review of Papur Wal. 32 minutes of really uplifting and summery guitar music, pop music, experimentation. At times it reminded me of my favourite band, or one of my favourite bands, the Sleepy Jackson. I'm going to run through this field for the rest of the day. I'm a running punk. You should be a running punk too. Love you. Oh fuck, that's not good for my hay fever. Oh, my eyes are burning.